You wake up exhausted. You scroll through endless notifications. You work to earn money, to buy things, to maintain an identity you aren't even sure you like. You are trapped in a constant, quiet panic. Is this all there is? Why does nothing ever feel like enough? You try self-help books, productivity hacks, and mind tricks, but the emptiness returns the moment the room goes quiet. We call this modern anxiety, but thousands of years ago, Indian sages identified the exact same disease, and they gave us a diagnosis so sharp, it cuts right through our contemporary illusions. In the 20th century, the revered spiritual master Swami Ram Sukhdas Ji brought forth a timeless discourse titled 3 Easy Paths for Salvation. He didn't speak from an ivory tower. He spoke to people drowning in the chaos of daily life, lost in the web of attachment and endless labor. He delivered a startling declaration from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. God has ordained 3 and only 3 disciplines for human liberation. Jnanayoga, the discipline of knowledge; Karmayoga, the discipline of action; and Bhakti Yoga, the discipline of devotion. Swami Ram Sukhdas Ji pointed out a fundamental truth. This human body was not given to you to suffer, hoard, or compete. It was given for one purpose: total liberation. But to reach it, you must first understand why your mind is currently holding you hostage. Let us hear the direct, unaltered words of the Master. The structure of the human body is not really a man, but a man is he who can discriminate between the real and the unreal, what ought to be done and what ought not to be done. The body is a means to perform an action, and its use is only to serve others. But when he regards the body, objects, ability, and power, which are acquired and lost as his and for him, then he is not a yogi, but a bogi, a pleasure seeker. A pleasure-seeking person suffers himself and causes suffering for others, because it is a rule that a sufferer causes others to suffer. Let's translate this ancient wisdom into modern terms. What is a bogi? A bogi is a consumer. It is anyone who looks at the world and asks, "What can I take from this to make me feel secure?" When you treat your body, your title, your job, or your possessions as yours, you construct a prison. Think about it. Everything you acquire in this world will eventually be lost. Your career, your youth, your bank account, your physical health, they are all temporary. Swami Ram Sukhdas Ji explains that mistaking these temporary tools for your identity is the absolute source of all your pain. You are using finite, perishable objects to satisfy an infinite, imperishable hunger. To derive personal pleasure out of things and hoard them is a misuse of life. Proper use is using them strictly to serve. This sounds simple enough, doesn't it? Just stop hoarding, stop being selfish, and start serving. But here is where the trap snaps shut. The moment you try to clean up your life, improve yourself, or perform spiritual practices, your ego subtly takes over. It whispers, "Look at how selfless I am becoming." Swami Ram Sukhdas Ji warned us about a terrifying paradox. Most of our attempts to fix ourselves actually make our ego stronger. Here is the hard truth he confronted his listeners with next. Listen carefully to the raw source text. The sense of I and mine in the things which are acquired and lost gives birth to desires. All the desires of even a single person have neither been satisfied till today, nor will be, nor can be. A man holds that at the satisfaction of the desire he has become independent, but actually he becomes dependent on the things which he desired. Desires cannot be wiped out with the aid of some actions. Rather, by being totally free of actions and by giving importance to one's discrimination, desires can be wiped out. On becoming free of actions, relationship with the body is severed. So long as an aspirant does anything for himself, his affinity for actions and objects persists. As long as he has his affinity for actions and objects, his dependence persists. Look in the mirror. How many times have you told yourself, if I just get this job promotion, if I just buy this house, if I just find this partner, then I will finally be at peace. Swami strips away this illusion. Fulfilling a desire doesn't make you free. It chains you to the very thing you wanted. It immediately breeds 10 new desires, locking you into a cycle of perpetual shortage. Even worse, when you perform spiritual practices, self-care routines, or good deeds for your own satisfaction, you are still acting selfishly. You are using God, spirituality, or morality merely as a tool to feed your ego. So long as you do anything for your own I-ness, you remain bound. At this realization, the mind hits a brick wall. If human effort alone fails, if our actions only reinforce our ego, and if fulfilling desires only makes us more dependent, how do we escape? How do you live when your entire sense of self has been exposed as an illusion? This brings us to the breakthrough, the exact moment where struggle ends and true realization begins. Hear the Master's ultimate resolution. In every man there is the notion of his entity in the form I am. In this entity, because of the combination of ego, I in am, the individual entity is felt. If there is no ego, then Is, the universal omnipresent entity, will be felt. That omnipresent entity is a man's real self. When an aspirant believes that there is one divinity, then his belief in the existence of the body and the world becomes lifeless. God is not attained by actions and objects, but by the self, through renouncing actions and objects. When the aspirant, having a disinclination for the world from all angles, takes refuge in God, then God, by His grace, adopts him and makes him inseparable with Him. Notice the profound shift in consciousness Swamiji is pointing to. You do not need to create peace. Peace is what remains when you drop the false I. Your mind says, I am anxious, I am tired, I am a failure. But look closer. There is the I, your temporary ego, and there is the AM, pure existence, divinity. When you remove the demanding selfish I, only the universal isness remains. In Jnanayoga, you use discrimination to realize you are not this perishable body. In Karmayoga, you serve the world with your resources, claiming no personal ownership over the results. In Bhakti Yoga, you simply surrender your ego to the Supreme, recognizing that you have always belonged to God. You don't have to earn divinity through complex effort. You simply stop claiming ownership over what was never yours to begin with. How do you live this wisdom tomorrow morning when you open your laptop, face your family, or deal with daily stress? Swami Ram Sukhdas Ji gives us a simple 3-part matrix. First, reclaim your power to know through Jnanayoga. Remind yourself throughout the day, I am not these transient circumstances, nor this changing body. These objects are acquired and will be lost. They are not mine. Stop identifying with temporary emotions. Second, reclaim your power to do through Karmayoga. Protect the rights of others instead of demanding your own. Do your daily work as pure service to the world without expecting personal praise or harboring selfish motives. Third, reclaim your power to accept through Bhakti Yoga. Accept the presence of divinity right now. Surrender your worries, your past, and your future to God's will. Let Swamiji have the final, timeless word. The main duty of a man is to renounce affinity for the inert matter, because to regard the inert matter as his and for him is the root of all calamities. Serve the world with the things acquired from the world. This is Karmayoga. Separate yourself from the world and get established in divinity. This is Jnanayoga. Surrender yourself to God. This is Bhakti Yoga. In love, no one is different and no one is a stranger. In love, there is not even an iota of dependence. When you rest in this unconditional love and surrender, the burden of the world falls off your shoulders. The need to hustle, to prove yourself, and to hoard disappears. And yet, tomorrow morning, you will wake up, look at your phone, and feel that familiar pull of noise and expectation. You will feel that sudden urge to scroll, to control, and to fall right back into